Alright, my fellow Flyers fans, I got some good news and I got some bad news. First up, the good news is the 6-game road trip is finally over. The bad news is the Flyers ended it with another stinking loss. But guys, I'm in Parceo Philly, uniting all through sports and culture here in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. And today, guys, we're going to look back and review the 6-game road trip finale against the Carolina Hurricanes for the Philadelphia Flyers. But guys, don't go anywhere. You do not want to miss this episode here. Let's get this started, shall we? Yeah! Alright guys, before we move any forward, first off, I want to say thank you so much. Whether you are returning back or if this is your first time here on my channel, I really appreciate it. I'm just a young Colombian American who is trying to make his face known in the Philadelphia sports market. I'm the uniter of all things culture and sports here in Philadelphia, and guys, I quite honestly use your help to grow here in Philadelphia. Help me out by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, hitting the bell button for notifications, as well as sharing this video and this channel to help me grow. And guys, we got the gritty hoodie on today. Nice little cop that I got over the weekend. Nice little custom fit here as well. But guys, it is honestly the theme of this episode here, because now that this road trip is over, it is back to get into this gritty grind that we are going to go on. Now that this road trip's over, we got 3 games at home where we got to try to recuperate some points, because this road trip again proved the fact that we cannot play well on the road. I talked about this before already. We just came back from the West Coast trip, and on the western coast of America, we have only won 1 game, which came in a shootout to the Anaheim Ducks. Now, this to me, I felt this game here against the Carolina Hurricanes, even though it was down in Raleigh, North Carolina, guys, I felt as if this was the perfect opportunity to, go in, end this losing streak on a high note here. You didn't play well on this road trip. You allowed a shit ton of goals. You're back on the East Coast, kind of. You're against a Hurricanes team where, you've had success with. It was a perfect opportunity to get, but I felt as if this was the perfect road game, the final road game of the 6-game road trip, to finally get some confidence back heading back home to Philly. Now, this game actually started off on a high note for the Flyers. You had the first goal was a nice little Travis Konechny, lucky shot that he had on Carolina's goalkeeper, James Reimer. Konechny's shot would find a way to score it past Reimer's arm, and he would fall into the net, giving the Flyers the 1-0 lead and giving a little confidence. That was the exact goal that this team needed going into this game. And that goal came 37 seconds into this game. So, the Flyers were starting off hot, and then 8 minutes later, with a little less than a minute left, the Carolina Hurricanes would find the first goal of the game. On a quick transition, Brock McGinn would take the puck all the way to the other zone and would have a side shot that would deflect off of Brian Elliott's pad, and Lucas Wallmark on the puck and put the puck in the back of the net to give Carolina their first goal of this game, giving them a little bit of confidence. And from then on, they erupted with goals. About 6 minutes later, the Carolina Hurricanes would find their second goal as Jordan Staal would find a slashing Warren Foegele, who would put the puck past Brian Elliott to knot things up 2-2. 3 minutes into the second period, after a nasty Ivan Provorov hit on Warren Foegele, the Carolina Hurricanes would then find Jake Gardiner, who would blast a puck from near the blue line, and it would just fly past Brian Elliott, and that would give the Hurricanes their first lead of the game, 3-2. A little over a minute later, again, the Carolina Hurricanes defender would find a little lane from the blue line as Joel Edmundson would get a nice slap shot from close to the blue line and would find the back of the net, giving the Hurricanes a 4-2 lead. Right before the second period would end, Obe Kubel had a nice play. He would create a turnover in the Hurricanes zone. Kevin Hayes would award him. The puck would find Kevin Hayes' sticks. Kevin Hayes would give it back to Kubel, and Kubel was able to fire a shot in the top left spot of the goal, would get the Flyers back in this game, now down 1 goal. The score would be 4-3 with Hurricanes still leading this game, heading into the third and final period. Now, in the third period, the score would stay 4-3 for most of the period. Both the Hurricanes and the Flyers, you really could see both these teams really wanted this win, and they went back and forth. But then, 15:43 into the third period, Travis Sanheim created a play for himself. He got a loose puck and went around the net and was able to wrist the puck into the top right corner of the net and would give the Flyers back tied up after having a 2-0 lead. Then seeing that lead go away and they were down 4-2, came all the way back and tied this game. And guys, you've seen, throughout this road trip how the Flyers have, not finished games, quite honestly. And this game, they allowed the lead to slip away, but they came back and tied this game, and you saw some fight. And you know what? You really can't be mad at that. They forced overtime, and then unfortunately in overtime, things would not go our way. In 56 into overtime, Travis Sanheim, who was the hero at the end of regulation, got us the game-tying goal, would lose his stick. And then Dougie Hamilton of the Carolina Hurricanes definitely took advantage of it. And Sanheim was trying to be brave and ballsy and try to stop Dougie Hamilton from scoring a goal without a stick. And Dougie took advantage of him, shot a nice wrister past Sanheim's 5-hole, and it would hit the top shelf of the net. And that would end the game for the Flyers. The final score would be 5-4, a shootout, an overtime loss for the Flyers. You still get a point here, but like we discussed here, you really wanted to end this road trip with a win. Going back home, you're gonna have a 3-game homestand. You wanted to get a little confidence and feel good coming back home to Philly. And it's unfortunate that this game ended the way they did. But you know how I am, guys. I always like to look for the positives. And the positives were that you saw a fight from this Flyers team. They allowed the lead to slip away, yes, but they came back and found a way to tie this game, and honestly, we're close to winning this game. And it was a nice play by Dougie Hamilton, and a lot of credit goes to the Carolina Hurricanes. They played really well. They are going to make this tough for us, this playoff stretch, especially for seedings. But it's a tough loss, but I'm happy with the performance of the Flyers in this game, honestly. And now, like I said, we're coming back home. It actually starts tomorrow night. We have a back-to-back. The Flyers will be back home, but they have to face off against the Metropolitan leaders, the Washington Capitals. And this is the perfect opportunity you played the Capitals earlier this year and you gave them a good game. This is a perfect opportunity to start a new streak here. Get the win against the Capitals, and we will see what happens there. I do want to give some credit to Brian Elliott here in this game. I know he allowed 5 goals in this game, but he honestly made some nice saves, especially late in the second period. In the beginning of the whole third period, he played stand-up hockey. He would see 33 shots. He made 28 saves, but he made saves that kept you in this game, honestly. Travis Konechny as well, man. He is fun to watch, guys. He's only getting better. You can see the speed. You can see the skill. He's going to be a special player, and learning from Claude Giroux is going to be so special. I cannot wait to see the full final product of Travis Konechny. He had the nice goal in this game, but the Flyers need this production to keep up for Travis Konechny. If we want to go somewhere, you need guys to step up, and he absolutely has stepped up this year. Like I said, guys, we're back at it tomorrow night. We'll face off against the Washington Capitals. That'll be a 7:30 puck drop. So Flyers, give us something. Give us something. It's been a long 2 weeks. It has not felt. This has been a serious dark period for the Flyers in a season that's really been a fun season for Flyers hockey, quite honestly. But guys, that's all I got for you today. Final score again: Flyers fall to the Carolina Hurricanes 5-4 in overtime, and we are on to the Caps. But guys, you want to talk Flyers in the comments below? That's where we should do it. That's where you do it. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about the Flyers in this game, how you feel about them going forward against the Washington Capitals. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It really means a lot to me, checking this out. If you guys were a fan of what you saw today, then definitely help me grow here in the Philadelphia sports market. It's really easy. Just all you got to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell button for notifications, as well as sharing this video in this channel to help me grow. And of course, you want to follow me on the platforms of social media. You can absolutely do that as well. You can follow me on Twitter at Parceo Philly, and you can also follow me on Instagram at L_Parceo_Philly. And guys, until next time, I'm at Parceo Philly, telling you guys that it's now or never. I'll talk to you soon.